Hey everybody, it's Eddie J on Crypto. Hope you're having a great day. So let's dive into this. Sounds like Amazon is about to get into gaming in Web3 as well as NFTs. It's a rumor right now. It's a whisper. I pay attention to whispers. Sometimes whispers come true. Okay, and I'm looking at it from two different perspectives. One, Amazon, the stock. They've been tanking for a while, so something like this could make them shoot up. Supposedly, if this was to happen, the announcement would come around the April timeframe. So you're thinking Q2. What I find to be very interesting is that they would do that and not accept crypto on their main business model, which is Amazon.com. Or even just say, you can pay for Amazon Prime using crypto. Anything small with their acceptance of crypto would just shoot adoption through the roof. Absolutely in a heartbeat. What's next up? Moody's. Big time ratings company. They rate stocks, all that kind of stuff. They're working on a rating system for stable coins. Now I sit there and I just kind of go, wow, wouldn't that be interesting? I wonder how everything would stack up, right? Because I'm looking at, well, I think they'd probably put Circle first. They'd probably downplay Tether, but I would be interested in understanding what the algorithm is and what the parameters are, right, for them to be able to stack all the stable coins. So that's going to be very interesting to me. Just sitting here and I'm thinking about this. Ted Cruz, we already know he's a Bitcoin boy. He wants vendors around Capitol Hill to accept Bitcoin. And I'm sitting here and I'm saying to myself, if I look at it, if I look across the spectrum of, politicians, I think it's more politicians on the Republican side that like crypto versus, people like Elizabeth Warren on the Democratic side. But I don't know. I think there's a list. I have to go find that list. I saw it once. I have to go find that list of who's positive and negative on crypto, so you can kind of get a finger on the pulse on Capitol Hill. Now, what's really, really hot on my mind is I came to you a while ago, last year, I think it was May, that I came to you about Chainlink being used to sell split shares of property across Latin America by this company, I think it's La Prop. And I was like, whoa, imagine. At the time, I was consulting Realty Income. I find that to be like ridiculously interesting. Then turn around today and start, flipping through news and all that and come across an article that says California's DMV is about to test the issuing of car titles using NFTs. Remember, I keep telling you there's more use to NFTs than people think, and this is one of them. So imagine if California said, yep, we're going to move to NFTs for titles. Wow. That's all I can say is, wow. Now, what platform are they using? What blockchain are they using? This was another wow for me. I like the project. They're on my watch list, but another wow was Tezos. The Tezos blockchain is what they're going to be testing on. I'm expecting a big pop from Tezos based on this. And then if they finally do roll it out, I'm expecting even more from that space. Even more. I'm actually surprised that VeChain isn't involved in that. I would think that they would be poised for something like that. Anyway, what's next up? Well, remember the craze around, Bored Ape Yacht Club? They never filed for copyrights. How's that? How did you never file for copyrights for your images? Well, in a lawsuit against RiderRips, they're suing RiderRips. Court documents show they never got copyright protection for any of their images. Which begs the question, if you bought a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT, do you have the copyright on it, or are you going to have to file for copyright? Like, how does that work? So it's something for me to go get educated on. I'm interested in that. I write lyrics, poetry, music. So when I have spare time, that 25th hour. So it'd be very interesting to me to see like how does that all work, and should I be? I mean, I do have most of my stuff copywritten, so I'm not worried about it. But is do I have to? Is it a double kind of thing where I'm getting copywritten, but I own the NFT? You know what I mean? And maybe that's why. So I need to go educate myself is what that means. But that's crazy. Not crazy that they didn't file for it, but the whole concept of we're using this as we're using NFTs as our copywriting system, because that's what that would say to me. So that's going to be an interesting lesson for me to learn. Really, really interesting. You know what we should do? We should go over the numbers. That's what we should do. For a while, I hadn't been going over the numbers on a regular basis, and now I'm going to try to do that for you guys. And I do have something that I do have to add to my top 25, bottom 25 list. And I think that would be pretty cool to have. So you can do the math in your head, right? Right now, if you're looking at any coin, first of all, let's just refresh this data just to make sure we've got the latest and greatest up to this second. And there you go. So not much movement right there. Oh, there it popped. All right. So this right here is where I'm looking. So Axie Infinity down 6%, up yesterday, down today. That's a big move, right? So if you were up a day and then you come down the next day, so if I was up 3% and I come down 5%, that's a big swing. So I want you to pay attention to that, because that's a way for you to actually go make money. So just saying. Now, something else that I wanted to add is, you notice how I also have the all-time high percent change. What I want to do is go back and say, well, great, here's the all-time high percent change, but here's the multiplier that you have to get back to that all-time high. In some cases, it's 10x. Seriously, in some cases, it is actually 10x. So imagine, I mean, look right here. Here's one for, you're down 96% Bitcoin Gold. Not something I track, not something I play with, but just looking at that. If I'm looking at Bitcoin Gold, I'm sitting there and I'm saying to myself, yeah, that's about 10x. That's about 10x for them to get back to their all-time high. If I'm looking over here, percent change, let's see if I can find one that's actually got a name that I actually want to pay attention to. Ethereum name service is something I like. I don't own the token, but I use the service. 7% all-time high, off 8%, off 81%. Do the math, right? IOTA off 95%. Do the math. What's the X that I have to get back to my all-time high? If I'm sitting at 10% of my all-time high now, to get back to my all-time high, it's 10x, right? Wow. So this is actually more than a 10x move. And just so when you look at that, you look at Chainlink, 86%. It's down 86% from its all-time high. Do the math on where that goes, and you sit there and you kind of go, whoa. So if we hit another bull run, this is what we're looking at. Anyway, real quick, let's get over to the other side. Fear and Greed Index, we're in greed right now. DeFi Llama, we're still hovering at about 61.63 in TVL, total value locked. We're still moving sideways on Bitcoin. Yes, we popped over my 23,417, but we're still moving sideways. Okay. I am going to have more to show you, more to share with you later on, but I hope you have a great day. Have a good one. Bye-bye.